From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. First and 10, Mayfield. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it complete to Harris. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drop.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Out to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
18.
Trubisky will throw. This is caught by Robinson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky rolling to his right. Looking deep for Gabriel, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Trubisky on 1st down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Miller with 1st down and more. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
180. 59. Point it right. Okay.
2nd down, Mayfield steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's go, defense.
Mayfield down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
18.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7, eluding the pressure right. He's got Burton here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Trubisky to throw. This is Miller, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Exit, 180.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
180. Hey, let's get this. My touch.
From the 31, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A draw play, Bernard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Throwing, Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Wilson, forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check three. Nice.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hands up. Lead. 50's a mark. Watch the run. Hands up.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check it back.
On 2nd down, Bernard. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
One of the selling points at the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
I'm going back to you. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
What?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Wilson to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 1, 2.
Dalton here from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw here, Dalton. He's got Green. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On first down, it's Carson. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
Right there.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
You got it. You got it.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Rolling to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
50 seconds.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 21. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Come on now. Let's go.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. So Dalton now. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They go play action here on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
93, 52, 93.
Dalton sets up play action. Green brings it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Play action here with Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Play action now. Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Carson, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissler. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson, that's caught by Hollister. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Andy Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Chapter 368.
This will be Dalton again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down. Dalton wants to throw. And Eifert has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And Dalton to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Hey, let's go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And incomplete to open things up. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man there to knock it away that time.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And now he's going to use his legs. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
18. 630.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rodgers, flush to his right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
61. Max, light.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one.
319. Hey, 626.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive at 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, does it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's Gore. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Slam.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
No, 58. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Take four, take four.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a delayed give to Gore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Allen escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Back to throw. He's got Smith here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Allen now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Right there. 56.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Pilot, 64 5.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Block going to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Ready to break.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Right. Attack.
Hey. 4 down.
Attack.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his Kansas City touchdown.
On the keeper. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now here's Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Going for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Yellow.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go. 951.
On second down, Williams. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Do.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Crunch.
On the ground, this is Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Don't get nervous. Check 26.
On third down, here's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
45. Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slam.
Quick, hit it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 63 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give to Williams, running right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Check 50, check 50.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A good game there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, they're scared.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's go. Big grip.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the draw, here's Williams. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 57.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Joker.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Kelsey out in the slot right. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Throwing now is Mahomes. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Mike, 45. Blue darts working. Blue darts working.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, as time expires in the first half, the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission.
Attack, attack!
45 to Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Attack!
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They start the second half here with Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop. Let's go.
Now Mahomes dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shoot. Go.
2nd and 5 now. Lock. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch.
80 weapon.
Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
6-6. Pull it high.
Jim.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Get in.
56. Check 56. You must
61. Matchbox lights.
Throwing now is Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Yeah, and here we go again. Here we go.
Here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
To throw it is Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The kick by McManus is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
43! 66!
They give it to Williams, running right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Get wide.
15.
Right, 64, weak.
Yellow.
Hey, let's go. Come crap. Stay with me.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You ain't going nowhere.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock now on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke steps away to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
General West.
Tight go. Check. Lucky.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
There you go. He's coming.
We got 5.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Yellow. 180.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Attacking, attack.
51, Mike 51. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Back to throw. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now again, right side. It's Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Hey, pick your game up. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw it here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check.
Hey, Ridley.
Mike.
Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Alright. Went 1-3. My only win was a rage quit. The other two was, of course, legit losses. And I almost won with the Broncos and I think the Bills. But yeah, anyways, this is part one of playing with almost every team on Madden 20 head-to-head. The only team I know I'm going to get a lot of heat and hate for this because they are in the Super Bowl and they are most likely to win, even though I don't want to or want them to win because I am a total, I know people are going to hate me for this too. I hate Brady. I'm on the hate Brady boat. Even though he is one of the greatest quarterbacks in the last like decade or many decades. Anyways, yeah, I'm not going to go on because I don't want to get canceled. But yeah, this was part one. I completed part 1, 1 and 3. Part 2, I'll play the team after the Buccaneers, then play that team plus 3 more to see I can get a winning streak. So hope you liked the video, subscribe, all that good stuff, what I usually say in my other videos. I might do part 2 now because, or next, because, yeah, but anyways, see you guys when I see you guys later.